Okay, welcome guys. Today's training is going to be, I'll try to keep it short, but I need to cover three very important points, which is the overview, the comp plan, and collections. The most important thing is the collections, because without collections being set up properly, you're not going to be able to collect money from your downlines, right? All right, the first thing is an overview. Um, EASY1UP is basically let me just take one step back. The overview and the comp plan are the two most important things that you will need to understand. And for you to make an introduction to your friends, like for instance, I'm also going to share with you this thing, this reach out copy. Let me just paste this. This is what you can use right away, but of course, please customize it according to your needs, your friends' names. You can just use this copy to reach out to your friends. I'm going to post it in the group so that all of you will have access. Okay, this is a copy swipe. Please remember to change the username here to your own username. All right, if you don't know how to start, this is a great way to start reaching out to your friends. But this is not the only way. This is just one way for you to reach out to your friends, because it depends on the context when you reach out to your either your downline or your immediate warm network or your mailing list. Okay. So I use a lot of Facebook Messenger to reach out to friends. My mailing list, as in my email marketing, doesn't really work that well, but I do still use it to send out an email that says hi. Okay, let me get back to the training. Right, overview you need to understand, because you have to make sure that whoever is listening to uh, um, your introduction, because they comes in to talk to you only after they've seen your video, the short video from the sales page, from the link that you are going to share with them. Once they've seen that short video, if they're interested, they wanted more information, they will be contacting you. And when you reach out to them, when you talk to them, the points that you need to cover will be the company, the overview, plus a comp plan, and plus a very simple strategy of how they can start making the money. Is exactly like what I did when I talked to each and every one of you. Okay, some of you are a little bit more advanced, so my conversation with you are a lot shorter. Some conversations are a lot longer because you are newer in the industry, so a lot more details need to be shared. Okay, so you need to adjust to that. But also know that you don't have to understand everything, because I will be helping you to close the first sales. Questions that you cannot answer, all you need to do is just arrange for a conference call with me on Messenger or Skype. Then I will be able to talk to them. You will be able to listen to how I'm talking to them and learn from there. Okay, then you will have to take over. Right, the overview is very important for people to understand, which is when they are coming into EASY1UP, the first thing is they must understand that they're getting into an e-learning platform. Okay, it's very similar to Udemy.com, Lynda.com, or CreativeX. These are the three. Well, the Udemy and Lynda are the top two biggest e-learning platform in the world. Okay, it's $100 billion industry. It's huge. That's the reason why Matt went into this niche. All right, e-learning platform simply means people needs to buy a course, learn a skill set to scale their business. So the first group of people or target audience we are talking about will be business owners. All right, business owners. Let me just increase size. Okay, so business owners are people who need to quickly learn something. Like for instance, they need to learn Facebook marketing, how to do Facebook marketing, to start marketing on Facebook, or they need to learn how to grow their Instagram account, or they need to learn how to do YouTube ads, or they need to learn how to understand affiliate marketing as a business. before they start doing anything, like they may have aspirations to build an online business, like for instance, right? Or it could also be if they want to learn copywriting or email marketing. So all these courses are available. Let me just show you. Okay, all the programs are on your sales page. I'm just listing them all here. So for this group of people, you have to make sure that they understand that if they're looking to learn the basics of affiliate marketing, network marketing, these are the courses. So they come in at this level because there will be questions like, I don't know which level package I should buy or which level I should come in. So these are the considerations for this group of people. For instance, if they want to learn about Facebook, this is free marketing and cash generation video series. That means they are learning how to use all this stuff here and leverage on free marketing. Okay, no need to pay. So the next level up is the Vertex, which is 250, and then they wanted to learn about how to build a lucrative list building, traffic secrets, email relationship masteries, and business systems, learn about business systems. So if you move up all the way, for instance, over here, they can, if you want to learn, if they want to learn about drop shipping or launching a product, or IM means internet messaging, or Snapchat, or CPA, or YouTube ads, or Periscope, right? These are very wide range of topics if they want to learn something like that. So the only way to access this type of training is, of course, by in at this level. All right. So they must know what they are buying into. Very important, because we are not going to make income claims. We are not going to sell them on get rich quick or anything like that. We must make sure that when they come in and purchase something and buy something, they are buying an online course. And the moment they've completed the payment, they will have direct access, immediate access to their courses. Okay. Once they understand this, we basically are preempting them from complaining that they don't know what they're buying. As long as we make sure that they understand what they're paying for, they're basically paying for an online education like Udemy, right? Then everything is fine. Okay, and then finally, there will be a group of entrepreneurs like all of us here in this group who wanted to build a side income part-time. All right, so basically what it means is that we just want to after our experience in MOOC, which when you reach out to people, a lot of people, as you know, are hurting, owning a lot of money in debt to the banks, and they have no way of paying off the monthly installments. If not, we don't even talk about paying off the debt. Just monthly installment is a struggle. So here we are helping them to understand that this business opportunity they can build on the side, okay, part-time, and you will show them how they can begin to earn a side income of $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 per month, right? Just by making one sale or two sales per month in 30 days, right? It's very doable, because if you are not making that type of sales, one or two sales a month, you're in the wrong business. Okay, so this is what we are talking about. So as long as they understand this, everything becomes clear, everything becomes simple, right? So if they are, again, if they are buying at this level as a business owner, look for the courses where they are interested to learn, to build their skill set and get in at that level. If they are intentional about building a business, a side business that can generate a solid side income, additional income, then they have to consider coming in at the highest level. So as an entrepreneur, the effort to do a sale is the same regardless. Okay, the higher you go, it just means that the faster and the more money you basically leverage and maximize the income. Make them understand that, so that they can make the decision properly. But of course, you must also let them know that after saying all that, we all have our own limitations and restrictions in our life, and come in at the level that you can. Don't overstretch too much. Don't go into another huge debt. And we are not asking them to go out and borrow money to come in, right? If they can find something like doodads, like things that they have owned before, like maybe a camera or maybe a lawnmower or whatever they haven't been using, sell it, get that funds, come in here and build a business. Okay, be resourceful. They need to be resourceful as an entrepreneur. So once they understand that, then it's easier. Okay, come in at the highest level you can. Understand that if you're not positioned at the highest level, then you just are not qualified to earn that level. All right, but it's better to start than not to start. Okay, so the team will help each other. So let's quickly go into the comp plan. Now the comp plan, if you remember, there is a link over here that I have already shared with you previously. Okay, and all of you should have already listened to it, because that gets into a lot more details as to what the comp plan is all about. But the important points that you need to just highlight, you don't have to tell people everything. You only need to highlight the very basic stuff. Like for instance, comp plan means this is called a one pass up comp plan. Okay, 100% commission of the first sale goes to you at that level that you are in, that you buy in. If it is $1,000 level, then you get 100% of the first sale. Everything else below that of the product levels you get for free, so you don't need to buy them anymore, including the admin fee. You don't need to pay for them anymore. All right, and 100% commission sales for that, and everything else below that goes to you. The second sale of the level they are in, not counting everything else below that, of the level that you're in, the second sale rolls up to the sponsor, and that is called a qualifying sale. The moment you qualify that, every other sales after that on that level is all yours, 100%. Okay, so that's the gist of it. Now, the important thing to understand is this: 100% on your first sale is huge. Okay, you must stress this is huge. No other company, or very few companies, are allowing that, because most network marketing companies usually rolls up the first sale to the sponsor. They take care of the sponsor first. In this case, it was tweaked in such a way that the objective is to get people who invested money to start a business to break even first, get back their investment first. All right, so the concentration is to help people break even, whoever comes in. That is one of my biggest objectives, to help everyone break even, because the moment we break even, it simply means our risk is zero. When our risk is zero, it makes us a lot less salesy, a lot less pressured, and a lot less pressured to make a sale. Okay, we don't have to be too pushy. So that is important. We must make sure that they understand. Now, ROI break even on the first sale, the second sale rolls up. And the other thing is that if people wanted to come in at the lower level, they also must understand that the next time they upgrade, they will have to pay the full price for the upgrade, not the difference, but the full price. Okay, for instance, if you're coming at a $2,000 level, you get everything else for free down there at 2,000 plus 500. But if you start off at $1,000 level plus 100, the next time you upgrade, you will have to pay an additional 2,000 plus 500. So your total investment becomes 3,600, rather than you come in at 2,000 plus 500. But of course, again, we can't force people. A lot of people feel that 2,000 and even 1,000 is high ticket. Right? Over here, our so-called diamond levels is only at 2,000. So to me, if you ask me, it's very doable. And on top of that, your first sale, you break even. There's actually no brainer for me. When you start a business, you have to put in capital. No other business, not even a franchise. You buy a franchise in McDonald's, you only break even on your third or fifth year. Here, you break even within your first month. So You know, no brainer. So that's all you need to understand, make them understand. The rest of the details you don't need to. You can always share this basic training that I've shared with you. This whole section here we share with people, and they will be able to go in and listen and understand. All right.
And we need to reach out to the friend or someone else to like to explain this business model. And at first, maybe the first two questions normally asking, I said, normally they ask me, when did you join? Because I had a few times, and they asked me, when did you join? So I said, okay, I have to maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago. And then they asked me, did you earn any money until now, or have you had any sale until now? So how we have to respond to those questions?
Okay, the first thing is you have to tell them the truth. You don't try to
That's
hide
right.
things. You don't like to tweak things to your favor.
That's
Know
right.
exactly when you join. You tell them exactly how long you have joined. All right, and then you tell them you're still learning the basics. Okay. Now the most important thing is you can always share my results. You can share Alex's results. You go to my page. You go to Alex's personal profile. You can grab those screenshots. Share that. Okay, because you are under us now. All right, the whole team when they comes in, they're getting our training. Okay, now the most important thing when people ask questions like that, and I will tell them this: your results is in your own hands, regardless of how much I earn. Whether I earn 0 right now or I earn 100,000 right now does not matter. If there's a leader out there who's helping the whole team and he has these results, that means you have access to that blueprint. Right? Your results, whether you make 0 or you make 10K a month, comes from your own effort. It makes no difference if your direct upline, who is you, has not made a single cent yet. Okay?
Yes.
People who are asking questions like that are worried because they're afraid they may not be able to make the same type of sales, which is fair. Okay, but they are also probably, if you ask me, they are not taking responsibility of their own life, of their own results. They have to take responsibility. If they refuse to do that, don't sign them up. Don't let them join your team, because you have a hell of a time supporting people like that.
Yeah, they want to sit
You don't
here and
want
just
that.
wait
You want
money
people with
come
the
from.
right mindset. You want people who are leaders. You want people who take actions, so that when they come in, you grow your business together. You don't want to babysit someone with that type of mindset, and you have to every now and then try to convince them. Don't convince. If you feel that you cannot make this, crush it in this business, even after everything has been explained to you, right? Don't join, because we are not trying to convince you to join. We are just opening up and see whether you find it useful for you to get back to profitability. We're helping people to get back to profitability. All right. If you feel that you can't do this, even as simple as this, for instance, let's look at the objective. If you have an objective of monthly extra additional income of 1,000, let's just say 2,000, because when you come in at 2,000, you only need to make one sale to hit 2,000. In 30 days, you cannot make one sale. You have zero confidence in making one sale. You have zero confidence to learn a skill to enable you to make one sale, right? Or rather go out and help one person, then don't do this. Find something else to do. Tell them that. Okay, we are not hard up for people joining just for the quantity of people joining. You understand that? You don't want that. You want quality people who wants to change their life and get back to profitability. Very important to understand that, right? So the strategy is very simple. If you have a $2,000 objective, extra income a month, right? First month, how many sales you need to do? I don't count break even, because the break even puts money back into your pocket. That means the investment is 0. If you want to count that, then your investment hasn't recovered yet. You see, I want you to recover and put that, and don't count that anymore. So the first sale, we don't count, because you want your money back. That is not profit. That is recovery. That is break even. Second sale rolls up, you get nothing.
Yes.
Third cell
Go
is
for
the only
sponsor.
cell you get to keep 100%. Okay, please
Right.
get
Oh,
this. Third
the
cell
third
is,
one.
yes, that means the first
Mm.
month you need 3 sales. I'm
That's
not
it.
even counting the smaller cells if you're able to make the smaller cells. I'm not talking about the level that you're in.
The same
Okay,
level.
the third sales you get to keep 2,000, and that's your income.
Mm.
Second, third,
Okay.
fourth, fifth month onwards, one sale you're keeping 100% because you have zero investment already. One sale per month, and you have $2,000 extra income a month. That is as simple as it is as the business strategy. Do you get that? One
Yes,
sale a
yes.
month. Again,
One.
if you feel that with all the training that you're going to get, and as you know, social media marketing skills are the most relevant skills in the world right now, in today's world. If you're learning some new skill set and you're not able to make one sale or help one person in 1 month consecutively, consistently, then this is not the business for you, like that. Okay, don't convince, open their mind, educate them. That's all you need to do. Let them decide. Even after they decide and they still have questions like that, then you better question whether they do really understand or not, because probably they don't have the right mindset. Okay, if they have the wrong mindset, then you better think twice about getting them in, because my private Skype group, I only want the right people in. If they don't have the right mindset, or they say they just want to try out, like I would just want to pay 25 bucks, I want to come in and see how things goes, I will not put them into my Facebook private group, nor mastermind group, nor my Skype group. You
Mm.
handle them yourself. Okay, if they are they have this right mindset as you, I welcome them in, because when I do training, everybody grows together faster,
Mm.
rather than
Yes.
we. Otherwise, it becomes a babysitting
Mm.
experience for you and for me. I don't want to do that. I want to do training that helps you scale your business faster rather than babysitting someone else.
Yes.
Okay, it's just how I want to run this business. Because if you're not making money, if I'm not making money, if we spend our time babysitting others, then it is a disservice to everyone else who come into my team, who comes into
Yes.
your team, who wants to get back quickly into profitability and go and help other
Mm.
people. Okay, anybody else have questions?
Yes, Peter, I just have one.
Yeah.
You kind of slightly touched there.
Mm.
The question of a refund, what would you say?
There's a 3 days cooling off period. They can ask for refund. So ask them if you're unsure. All right, the moment you paid and have access to the courses, then please take that 3 days to look through and make sure that you're happy with what you have bought. You have 3 days. Okay, on the website it says there's no refund because it is a digital product. No refund for digital products, but the founder has said that it's not an issue. He will refund within 3 days if it comes to that. From the hundreds of people memberships that he has, I think, let me just show you his email. Okay, here we go. Due to it being a digital product, we only offer a 3 days refund policy. And that's the reason why if they hold their funds for 7 days. Okay, if you collect your money yourself, what they do is that you will have to honor that too if they ask for a refund. Okay, so if they do that refund thing, so they hold it for 7 days. In the 20 months with tens of thousands of members, we have less than 10 refunds due to non-satisfaction. So that's the reason why I'm telling you, and why I'm doing here is because I want to make sure that you make them understand what they're getting into. All right, over here, what they're getting into, so that there's no mismanaged expectations and there's no refund questions. Right. Before I forget, there's an English and and Spanish side. That means you have already, okay, you have seen the English side. This is what we have shared using our affiliate link. There is a full Spanish site that you can use, which I have already shared in the Skype group as well. Share that because especially if you're talking to people across the world who are dealing with Spanish market, this is going to be huge because the content or the training content in there are all in Spanish as well. Now, the last thing I'm going to cover is collections, right? As you know, if you have done the training from Alex, and if you have done the training from Team Mansell, if you remember, you have access to this, create an account, view education, you will be able to see this. Okay, you have access to this. The only thing you need to focus on is EASY1UP. Forget about the rest. I don't want you to get confused. Go to EASY1UP. Okay, now do all this. And if you remember what I mentioned over here, okay, do video 1, 4, 6, and 8 for everyone. US residents do video 5, the rest ignored. That's all you need. Okay, US residents covers, this one video 5 covers about first data. 1, 4, everything is all basics training. So it's not very long training, so you should have done that by now. Now, once you have done that, it means that whatever I'm covering over here is a reminder. The only thing difference is that I'm covering these two where they don't talk a lot about, because over the other side, they're basically more focused on the US market. They don't do these two too much. It wasn't mentioned, so I'm going to cover this. Now, the first thing to remember is, let me go into my back office. And you haven't done that, please do that now. Go into my profile. Fill up first, second, third information, and these are all basic stuff. The important thing is payment collection method, right? I'm just going to cover this quickly. The easiest way, of course, is to let them process the fee, because they handle all the one button experience. People doesn't need to be confused. Why am I paying? Why is the bill split into two parts? I have to pay you personally, and then I have to pay the company, and then it's confusing. Why am I doing that? Do I really trust you or not? Having said that, there will be people who doesn't want to worry about creating any payment accounts or payment gateways, and they just want the company to handle everything, because it becomes a seamless experience for the user who tries to pay, because it's a single button payment, which is very good as the user experience. But you also don't need to worry about setting things up. Okay, all you need to do is just click on this and they will handle for you. But the downside is you are giving up a 20% processing fee. That means you are not earning 100% anymore, you're earning 80%. Okay, and they will hold this funds for 7 days. And when it's ready for release, you will be able to see your commission here, and then click in the commission earn. All right, click in the commission earn, you will be able to see what's available for you. Okay, and withdrawal method is either, if you're in the States, you can take check, which will be mailed to you, or you don't select this because this is not meant for States. Or if you have a Bitcoin, you can always select to collect from Bitcoin. Okay. The other option is that, of course, when you select, when you come to here, commissions earned, and you will be able to select the levels and see how much commission you have earned, and what's available for you to withdraw, view program. Okay, you will be able to see, for instance, things like this, right? Life. Oh no, life. Okay, you will be able to see all that. So if it is processed by EASY1UP, it will say EASY1UP. Then you will be able to go in and click on my bank. Click on withdraw funds. When you do withdraw funds, you will go through a confirmation, and then it will put that fund into a queue to be paid to you. So that's the process. So once that is done, you need to email admin at EASY1UP, and you can send them your bank account information, and they will do wire to you as well. That can be arranged too. So that's not only limited to these three options. It's not only limited to these three. Okay, so it can be paid to you via fund transfer, or they call it wire over there. Now that's the first method. The second method means you collect on your own, and you will be able to, if you select this, you have to come in here and fill up everything else over here. So I've given you the copy, if you remember. Okay, word it to for yourself, however you want to instruct people how you would like to be paid. It can be anything. It doesn't need to be via PayPal. It can be meet up and pay me cash, or hand me a check, or you can ask for bank transfer and bank into your account. Okay, of course you don't put your bank information over here. You can, all you need to do is just inform them that you accept by bank transfer. All right, and you will connect with them through either messenger or text or whatever form most efficient for both of you, and then you can make arrangements how you want the funds to be collected. All right, you can also uncheck cash if you want to. Okay, once everything is done, you can leave everything here empty. You don't need to check on anything, because for me, I don't want to deal with all this. Okay, update profile, must remember the update. Account, let's go back again. All right, information filled up. So this is again your instructions. All right, the only thing that you must make sure that you don't put in here are your links. It tells you how to put links here. Never ever put a PayPal links in here, okay? Because PayPal is not supportive of a business model such as EASY1UP. So don't put any links for PayPal here. I will teach you how to do PayPal later. All right, so this is done. Now, if you're in the States, remember the video 5 from Tim Mansell, and also Alex's training also covers that already. So this is going to be the third time you'll be learning this. Again, this is a repeat. First data is important because it is a recommended payment option for people in the States. It's linked, integrated. They have a relationship with EASY1UP. And once you've set everything up, you enter all this stuff over here. It will be integrated seamlessly with EASY1UP. And when people pay, their account will be automatically activate. Okay, so this is the recommended option. Okay, if you don't want to use this, you can always use authorized net. Okay, but authorized net is only available again to the US residents and Canadian residents. It's an option, but recommended is first data. If you're outside of Canada and United States, for everyone else, use Solid Pay Trust. Solid Pay Trust is here. Okay, when you go into Solid Pay Trust, sign in. I'm sorry, no need to sign in yet. When you go into Solid Pay Trust, you will be signing up for an account, either a personal account or a business account. Okay, let me show you. Let me sign in and I'll show you what's the difference. And this is important because if you are planning to collect money in the long term and you don't want to do the manual process of PayPal, set this up. Okay, PayPal is important in the meantime because it takes time to set up a Solid Trust Pay. Business account and personal account, right? Personal account is here. It has withdrawal options. Okay, you can always try doing this first. For me, I always go for the business because I have a business to manage my overall online businesses for taxation purposes. So I always create a business account. Okay, so it allows you to do withdrawal. So this is good as well. payment, business, there's a business account, so you can just go through and see which one is works better for you. All right, so let me sign in. Now, once you have an account, there are several things that you need to do. Paper that you need to submit because you need to verify your account, okay? Always go with the standard first, click on standard, and then it will tell you what documents you need to submit in order for them to verify you, okay? This is my business account, okay? I'm still in the process of doing verification, if you can see there. And once this is verified, I'm going to move on to bank verification because what I want is you need to look out for this. Withdrawal, bank, okay? I need to be able to withdraw with as little limit as possible to my bank. So the only options over here, I need to be bank verified in my account. So you just need to go through the same process and figure out which works for you best. You must be able to, of course, withdraw into your bank. Otherwise, what's the point, right? And the moment you completed that, all you need to do is just put your username in here and save it down here, update profile, and everything will be handled. Payment will be handled by Solid Pay Trust. So what happens is that EASY1Pay will pay to Solid Pay Trust, and you go to the Solid Pay Trust to withdraw money to the bank. All right. Bitcoin I don't use. All right. So this is basically the payment options. Now let me go into PayPal. PayPal has two programs, personal and business. So look through, understand what you're getting into. I don't do personal, even though I have an account on both. I don't use my personal for business purposes. I normally use it for if I want to buy, make payments for things that it's on a personal nature. All right. So, but I have already set up a business account because I know that I want to make sure that I have proper invoicing. I need for taxation purposes and for paperwork and reference and things like that. So I have a business account, and when I do a business account, I have to do all sorts of verification. But it's only one time. Once I finish that, then I would be able to send invoices, collect money, withdraw money without any problems whatsoever. Lisa is one of the people who has successfully used a personal account for receiving of money and withdrawal of money with no problems whatsoever. But we are guessing it's because her amount is not too big. Okay, but Alex has been using PayPal and without much success, meaning it's also probable that he has bigger amount, much bigger amount. Okay, what happens is that PayPal limits his account, limits the way he can use his account. Like for instance, when money comes in, there is a certain period of time he has to wait before he can withdraw the funds. The moment he withdraws one set of funds, he has to wait a further number of days before he can withdraw the next set of funds. So there's too much limitations in that way for him to use a personal PayPal account. Okay, so you have to figure out, because our experience with PayPal account is different from all over the world. Like Janet could testify to the problems that she's facing because this is the first time that she's using the personal account. Okay, so we have many different use cases. You just need to figure out which one to use. Okay, let me just quickly log into my personal account so that I can show you how you can create invoices, or rather request for payment. Okay, once you are in, all right, once you are in, you can actually send a request payment. So in this case, you need to request a payment from people, right? If they're coming in at the $1,000 level, you need to send them a request for $1,000. So you either request friend or customer. I don't use this. You can easily get a paypal.me.link, but when they use this link, the page that will show up PayPal. Let me show you. PayPal me. Grab my link. There we go. This is my link. So let me put it in here and show you what it means, right? But if you were to use this link, which you can use, but they will see 000. So it's up to them to enter that amount. You don't want to deal with when they make an error, you see. So I don't use that, but I basically just go and use requests from your friend. So when you do a request from your friend, all you need to do is just enter their email, and then you press on next. You will be able to enter your amount, 2,000, right? You can write a note optional, thank you, whatever, and then you send request payment. It will just go out to request the payment. That is one way. The other way, create an invoice. Okay, this is how you create an invoice. Create invoice. So if you have a company logo, put in a company logo or your personal logo. You can start putting an invoice, put in a number in there, XYZ dash or whatever, right? Reference number. You can do, for instance, if you're selling your own program, right, you can just put in your initials or their initials, whatever it is. It's just for your own reference. Bill tool, you just need to enter the email address. Okay, the moment you enter the email address, you can click here, edit, and you can put in the name, put in the last name, enter the phone number. This one you can get it from the back office, and that's it. Then you save, it will save into your book, the customer details. Then here, right, you can call, for instance, my name, business coaching program. So make it something generic. 2,000 bucks. Price is 2,000. As long as you must remember, don't mention anything about EASY1UP. Don't mention about affiliate marketing, network marketing, or anything like that. You are basically selling your service as a mentor. You can even do mentorship, or you can say mastermind. You can say coaching program, like that, or business assistance. That would be fine. Okay, so this is one way for you to do, and I don't allow partial payment. Just leave it as it is. You can put a note, you can put terms and conditions, please pay within whatever, and due on receipt. I always put due on receipt unless I have a specific reasons. I give them 30 days or whatever, but due on receipts is what works. Then it's done. Preview, this is what you see, and then you can just send. Okay, if I'm on my business account, the whole process is exactly the same. Mute. All right, any questions?
Just a comment, Peter. We would also need to select the currency too.
Oh yeah, good point. Currency. All right, you can charge in US currency. Of course, always charge in US currency. Just make sure that you remember to charge in US currency. Good point.
Peter, so okay, just I want to know, when we like to collect the money with PayPal,
yes,
or other ones, Solid Trust or Solid Pay, so do we get charged, or we have to pay them like the percentage?
yes, there will always be a charge for whatever payment gateway you're using.
Okay.
Okay, but they're minuscule compared to what we need to pay EASY1UP. Like for instance,
Okay.
every $2,000 I collect, I have to pay $88.30 to PayPal. When I withdraw into my bank account, it's free.
Oh yeah, I have a
Okay, the
personal one. I have
withdrawal
a
process
personal.
takes about 3 to 5 days to clear into my bank, and
Okay.
it's a free process. But the moment the money comes in, PayPal will take $88.30.
Oh, it's okay. When you compare 20%, maybe near 8%, or well,
20%
less
is
money.
400. You want to pay 400 or you want to pay $88?
Definitely $88.
Right, right.
Okay, it's good. Yeah, I want
Okay.
to make sure
And
it's
there
nice.
and there are cases like, for instance, when they make bank transfer. All right, let me go to bank transfer. Now, bank transfer, wire, and TT, they are all the same. Okay, bank transfer is local. Wire and telegraphic transfer is international. The moment you do something like that, if it's local, it should be free. If it is wire or telegraphic transfer, sometimes the bank in Singapore, for instance, it does it for free. Sometimes there's a fee. Over here is maybe about $20 or $30, or sometimes $10, like that. So whatever fee it is, right? You just need to tell them, don't worry about the fee. Just set to pay me 1,000 or 2,000, whatever the amount is. And when they ask you who will cover the fee, you just need to say payee. That means you will cover whatever fee that they will incur. All right, make it an easy decision for them, so that they don't have to pay an extra fee.
The thing is safer. I don't want like the Union or MoneyGram that everybody was talking. So a little bit, etc. to be stay away. But PayPal is a good, or otherwise, if you know the person 100%, they know you, so it's okay.
But there may be
after.
other places like there are certain countries that PayPal doesn't support, so it may not be
Yes.
available. So you just need to figure out a way that works for both of you.
Okay. I have to find it at which
All right.
countries. Okay.
Yeah.
Google it, find it which country is not supported by PayPal.
Yeah, you actually don't need to do that. When the time comes to make payment, then you know that that person comes from that country. Then, of course, you can ask for PayPal first, and if they tell you, oh, PayPal is not supported in this country, can I pay you in other means? Then you figure out other means. You don't have to waste time doing all that for now.
Okay, just another question was very interesting. So when like they will request to someone to pay with PayPal, maybe take, I don't know, the same day paying, or maybe tomorrow, or after 2 days they pay, and then after that they can access to, what is it, the course, is it, or have to, so we have to just open it, or what is it, how
Yeah, you have
it's
to
work
come
in
to
the
the
back
back
office?
end. You have to come to the back end where your team, in your
Yes.
team, for instance, you
Any
are
level, yeah, one of the level, okay.
pro. Okay, let's say if they
Yes.
come in at pro level, you just need to make sure you are selecting the right level. Okay,
Level,
you just need to
okay.
select unpaid members,
Okay.
because what's shown here are all the paid members. You need to select unpaid net members. View
Unpaid
the
member,
program.
okay.
You will be able to see their name. As you can see here, there's a mark payment received. You need to click on that for their account. Okay, once you click on
Okay,
that, you
it
will go
means
through 3 screens of confirmation. Then the account will be valid and active. Then you
okay. I did,
tell them,
yeah,
and they will be able to accept.
little bit I didn't get it, Peter. Here in here, when someone sign up, okay, the first time still hasn't been paid. Probably his or
Of
her
course, it
detail
hasn't
goes
paid.
to back office, and then next step is payment collection.
Yep.
And then, so for next step, when is the payment collection? When you collect the payment with one of the method, and then so we see, or we can just unlock that level for him or her. Okay.
Okay, first people get sales page. Second, people get
Yes.
join. Join means fill the form to set up free account.
It's a free account.
When they set up a free account, you just need to recall what you did. When they set up a free account, they will be brought to the select product to pay for. Okay, a lot of people, if they're not sure yet, they will stop here. So this is a possible stop point.
Okay.
If they know what they want and they're ready, they click on the product, they will be brought to the payment page. In the payment page, they will be divided into pay sponsor plus pay administrator
In the bottom, yes.
for the admin fee. Okay, let them pay the admin fee first. Once they finish paying the admin fee, let them inform you. You will know because you will receive an email. Let them inform you, and then you arrange for your PayPal invoice to send to them. Wait for them to pay. Once they pay, you get into your back office to activate account.
Okay.
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 Activate account. All right. So this is what you need to understand. The only thing is, if for the people in the United States, you don't have, let me just bring out that. In the United States, US, this is what you would see. If you are, the payment page will not be separated into two if you're using First Data. Okay, you will see one single payment button. So pay, payment page, full amount, full amount, one button. So when they click on that one, then they will go through the payment process, which is pay, and then there's no need to activate the account because it's automatic activated.
Okay, just one payment, not two parts. Okay.
One payment. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. So thanks for joining in. This should be enough for you to get going now. Remember, your first strategy is to just reach out and help people. Make them understand that there is a possible way to generate a steady, solid side income. It doesn't need to be a lot. $1,000, $2,000 a month to start with will be very good, life-saving revenue for a lot of people, because a lot of people have no means of paying off the installment, the debt. So this is a good business opportunity to get started, right? And by the way, again, first sale, you ROI. And that's our main objective, not objective, our main priority, to get everyone in the team ROI within your first month, okay? If you are more advanced, you can start straight away, reaching out to your people, reaching out to your downline, you know. If you are newer, I would suggest you go through the training that has been given to you, you know, the list that I've shared with you. Do all the training first. Once you have done the training, then only get out and share. All right. Do the free method first, because I want you to start collecting your own success record, track records, the success story. You want to build on that. When you join, when do you make your first sale? And when you make your first sale, that means you ROI. Show people that it is possible to ROI within the first month, break even. And your first week, how much you make, your first month, how much you make. You just keep your milestone track record, and then all you need to do is just share. Model after what I'm doing, model after what Alex Ram is doing. We are not sharing too much details, and we are not link dropping. We don't even need to do that, right? So let me show you how effective it can be. And that's one of the reasons why I'm going to start you on late in a little bit later about what you need to learn to start building your fans, your personal brand and things like that. Okay, I want to show you these 22 comments, right? Just by sharing this is what I received.
Screenshot, no details. Yeah.
You see? So people will be coming in and asking, what you're doing? Tell me more information, please. Like that. That's what you want. Okay, so I'm preparing all this stuff for you. 3 reasons to join. I have actually shared with you already, but I'm going to put this into PDF documents and share it into our private mastermind Facebook group, so that becomes a resource site that you can just grab and share with people. Okay, download and share with people. This will be your resources that you can use. Like for instance, this additional fundamentals training from what I've done before. When you consume my training, whenever I mention MOB, you just need to understand MOB is just a vehicle. Replace that with, in your mind, with EASY1UP. All right, it's a fundamental concept behind what I'm training that's important, not the mention of MOB. All right, due diligence. This is important for people who questions you about the guy, the founder, Peter Wolfing, and as well as the company EASY1UP. Know that whenever you Google, either in Google or on YouTube, you will find a lot of people calling them scammers and people like that, right? You should be aware that there are a lot of people who also call Matlot a scammer and MOB scam. All right, and we all know that they are not. You just need to keep in mind that there will be a different opinion, different groups on the internet, regardless of whatever the topic is, whatever the subject is, there will always be two different camps. Okay, people who hates Apple, people who loves Apple, people who hates Android, people who loves Android like that. Okay, and people has been calling Bill Gates the devil, right? So you just need to share the information that I have shared with you, like for instance over here, and then you will be able to, you don't convince, you don't try to convince people, just share whatever you can find and let them go through and let them decide whether they want to take this risk, because entrepreneurs is about risk taking. Entrepreneurs is about you taking responsibility of your own actions, not blaming others when things doesn't work out. Let them make the decision themselves. Don't try to convince them that this is not. I am in no way speaking on behalf of Peter Wolfing, nor EASY1UP, but I'm speaking, what I'm trying to do is to get people to understand what we as a team is trying to do, get back into profitability after what we have burnt, and get onto the strategy of multiple streams of income. EASY1UP for now is a vehicle that enables us to get back into profitability. And we are just leveraging on EASY1UP. All right. And Michael Mansell is the #1 top earner. His team is a top earning team in the whole company. All right. And he has his opinion there as well. So basically, those people with positive reviews are all people who are making money. That means they are building a successful business for themselves. People who are not making money, if you see the track records, they are making YouTube videos and they are talking about this company is scam, that company is scam, this company is scam, that company is scam, and that's all they do. Right? Like digital affiliate or whatever, the one that Matt sued. Their strategy is basically go out onto the internet and just says everyone else is scam, and then at the end of it, they try to get people to join them. Okay, as long as you understand that, that's the situation on the internet today. Just let them make their own decision whether they want to take this calculated risk or not. If they don't convince, let them go. Okay, because they have to take responsibility and accountability for their own decisions. This is a calculated risk, right? We have no idea when FTC will strike a company. No one will know. And FTC, even though they are wrong, they have a very high success rate of winning all these cases. And that's the reason why, if you have read the post shared by John, Matt and Russell and Susan are not contesting because they know they don't want, there's no need to spend that time and money in legal cases where FTC has a higher chance of winning. So all they need to do is just settle. It happens to Herbalife in 2016, and in 2017, Herbalife settled, and they changed certain things about their MLM business, certain processes, and then they're still now in business. All right, so this is basically online marketing calculated risk. Okay, with that, thank you so much. I'm going to end this, and I'll see you again in the next training.